Hey guys, what's going on? It's King Clutch here, and today guys, we're back in the NBA 2K20. I hope you guys are having a great day and everything's going well for you. Today what we're doing is I'm going to be showing you guys how you can create Anthony Davis here in NBA 2K20, guys. This is a great overall center build to have in the game, center or power forward. You can make it at either spot. I'm going to make it at a power forward, but it doesn't really matter. You can go ahead and pick whatever one you prefer. It doesn't end up making too much of a difference, but we're going to go with the power forward position here. When it comes to this skill breakdown, I feel like for this Anthony Davis build, this is probably the hardest. This is one of the hardest skill breakdowns to pick. I'm going to base this off of what he actually is. He's listed as an interior finisher or an interior force. It's one of the two. I cannot remember which one. I'm gonna go pure finishing, but you could make an argument for finishing and shooting realistically. Like Anthony Davis can shoot threes. He can, hit threes pretty consistently now. So you could go ahead and make an argument for that. But I am just going to go with the pure finishing for the high standing dunk. The standing dunk is something I want to prioritize with this build, and I feel like Anthony Davis, that's his main forte. Getting to the rim and dunking the ball, like that is his main thing. And you could also make an argument for finishing and defending if you'd like. Realistically, that is another good option. But I'm just going to go pure finishing. This one is extremely hard to nail down like a specific skill breakdown to pick, but we're just going to go with that. When it comes to this physical profile, again, there's a multitude of these you can pick. Now, realistically, a lot of these are good options. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go balanced, because me typically on centers, it's like, why even go for something that isn't balanced? Because this way you're an average of just about everything. Your strength is high, and your vertical and your speed obviously aren't terribly high, but that's where you're not concerned about that. But you don't also want to be like extremely slow and have absolutely no speed. It's not like you're losing any of your athleticism, but you're still keeping your strength. So I'm going to go balanced. Really, you could make a case for maybe the vertical in the speed pie chart as well. I'm just going to go balanced. And now when it comes to the potential, I feel like it's obvious. We're going to max out this close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, and our standing dunk. Now, what you can do, you can touch post hook if you want, but realistically, I don't think Anthony Davis really shoots post hooks. He doesn't. That's not his game. So I feel like you don't really need to be worried about the post hooks. Now I'm going to max out this mid-range, my 3-point, and now my post fade, and that's going to give me 3 shooting badges. Then I got 239 points left. I'm going to max out my defensive rebound, my offensive rebound, my block, my interior D. And these last 72 you could really put wherever you'd like. I'm going to put them on lateral quickness, perimeter D, and then these last 26 here on steal. But you could go ahead and finagle those really however you'd like. Like if you want a lower perimeter D, higher up steal, it doesn't make too much of a difference. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't touch post moves, I've realized like Anthony Davis doesn't do a lot of post moves. Like that's not his game. He finishes at the rim incredibly, usually does, and he can shoot too. This build is extremely hard to make, and this way we can at least get somewhat similar to how he plays. This is going to give us 27 finishing, 3 shooting, 1 playmaking, and 12 defensive badges. So the body shape, again, this doesn't matter. I'm going to go built. You can pick whatever you prefer on your players. It really comes down to personal preference, and you could really make an argument, maybe be compact or anything like that, but I'm just going to go with the defined body. I always forget that Anthony Davis is 6'10". I always think he's like 7 feet tall, but he's only 6'10", so we are going to make this build 6'10", and again, you could make this easily as a center. The stats are pretty much the same. I really don't think there's anything different. There may be like a difference of maybe a steal or something. I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but we're going to go 6'10", because that is Anthony Davis. That's his legitimate height. Again, I wouldn't go any taller most likely, but I'm just going to leave him at 6'10", because that's his height. It's going to give us an 89 driving dunk and a 95 standing dunk. And my standing dunk is the thing I'm most concerned about with this build. I want to be able to dunk at the rim. Now, for his weight, what is he? Anthony Davis listed online as 254, so I'm actually just going to go 253 because this doesn't hurt our acceleration anymore. 253, and really you could go 250 even. That way you're not touching your vertical. So I'm just going to leave it at 250, but you could go up to 254 if you want to get his legitimate weight. For his wingspan is listed as 89.5 inches, which would be this one here. With this build though, I'm just going to max it because you really want those long arms. You want the long arms for this build. You want to be able to play good defense. You want to be able to dunk over people. So I'm going to go the max, the 91.8, but you could easily go 89.9 if you want to get closer to like his legitimate wingspan, or 91.8 for the wingspan. Now we get 4 takeover options. We get post scorer, glass cleaner, slashing, and rim protector. I feel like most of these are good options. You really could go post scorer, and then you would want to put more points to your post moves, I feel like, in your post hook. But since I didn't do that, I'm not going to pick that one. I feel like glass cleaning, slashing, and rim protector are the best 3 choices. And you can make an argument for all of these. I'm going to go slashing takeover just with how overpowered that takeover is this year, and I feel like that helps resemble Anthony Davis. He's able to get to the rim and dunk over pretty much anybody. So that's why I'm going to go with that one. It's just the best overall takeover this year, so we're going to go slashing takeover. And then for the build, guys, we are going to get an interior force similar to Amari Stoudemire, John Collins, and Anthony Davis. So if you guys are big on the similarity too, you can go ahead, and it is there for this build. And that was part of my reason on picking that pie chart, so we could get that similarity too. I know some people are really big on that. Me, personally, I'm not. It's not like my biggest determination of what I want to do for a build, but I feel like this way can help you get Anthony Davis, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the badges that I would throw on this build. When it comes to this playmaking badge, we got one. I'm just going to put this on quick first step. Again, this doesn't really matter. You have one, so really you can put it wherever you'd like. We're going to throw it there. Now, when it comes to these shooting badges, again, this kind of comes down to how you want to play. You could really throw all of these on catch and shoot. I could say you could put 2 on catch and shoot and 1 on corner if you want. That's a good choice. What I'm going to do is just put 1 on quick draw, 1 on corner, and 1 on catch and shoot. But you could, I guess, mix those around, really. I feel like catch and shoot and corner are 2 badges you're going to want to use. You only need to use catch and shoot if you'd like, but I feel like corner is a good badge to use as well. And quick draw, I don't know how much bronze quick draw will really help you if you feel like you cannot shoot with this build. That's not going to be what you're trying to do with this build. You're going to be trying to be able to get into the paint and dunk over people, not really focusing just on shooting. But that's probably what I would do. I would say maybe try those 3 badges, see if you like them, but otherwise just use them all on catch and shoot or corner probably. These defensive badges, I'm going to put Intimidator here on gold. I feel like that's a great badge to have. You're going to want it, like, no brainer, like, obviously, because you want to be able to alter people's shots. That's what Anthony Davis is able to do. He's able to alter pretty much anyone's shot when they come to him at the rim. I'm going to put Interceptor on bronze so we can pick off some balls in the passing lane. I feel like that's a good badge to use. I'm also going to put Chase Down Artist here on bronze. Again, that's another badge I feel like you should use because Anthony Davis is able to get some chase down blocks, so we're going to want to throw that. Also going to put Brick Wall on here. I feel like that's a good badge to use. Anthony Davis is a brick wall. He's a big dude. He can definitely drain his opponents from their stamina. Now, I'm going to put Rebound Chaser here on silver and Rim Protector on silver. Again, you could switch those around, really. I think those are 2 good badges. You could also use Pogo Stick. You can make an argument for that, or even like Moving Truck. Really, there's a lot of these defensive badges that I feel like define, and we don't have a ton to choose from, but this is probably what I would do for these defensive badges. These finishing badges, Contact Finisher on Hall of Fame is a must. That's an obvious one. We're going to put that on there. Now, I'm going to put Back Down Punisher on gold just because we want to be able to back people down a little bit better, get to the rim so we're able to score, so that's a good badge to use there. Now, I'm going to put Fancy Footwork on gold. You could easily throw that up to Hall of Fame if you'd like, but again, that's more personal preference of where you'd like it. I'll see how many points I have at the end and see what else we could do. I'm going to put Putback Boss on Hall of Fame. This especially, Anthony Davis is really big on the putbacks, as you guys know. If you watch him play, putbacks are a thing that he's able to do quite often. Throw that on there. I feel like you definitely want that. And then this badge will also help you get different animations and things like that. As you guys can see here, it boosts the shot attributes of a player that attempts a putback, layup, or dunk after getting the rebound. And it says enables putback dunks. So that means if you don't have this badge, you can't even do putbacks, so you might as well use it. So we're going to throw that there. Now, I'm going to put Relentless on silver. Now, when it comes to this, there's some of these that you may not want to use. Now, you could use Pick and Roller if you'd like. Pick and Roller because you're going to be setting the screens. But if you're not going to be setting the screens, don't use that. What you could do is, I'm going to put Giant Slayer on here. Now, they're like, why would you use Giant Slayer? Because if you're 6'10", some people have made like 7 foot, 7'2", 7'3" centers. This way, you're 6'10". You're still shorter than them. So this badge will get used unless their center's only 6'10". Well, I'm going to throw it there. Now, I'm going to put Cross Key Scorer on silver just because if we shooting any layups, we may want that. I feel like Drop Stepper is something you're going to want to use. Overall, I feel like that will help you score in the paint. And Lob City Finisher is another badge you can make an argument for. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Slithery on here, and I'm going to put Consistent on silver. But there's a lot of these that you can make an argument for. You have quite a bit of finishing badges, and you can, put these in a way that it represents your play style. This is probably what I would do. I would also think about using Fast Break Finisher. Possibly you could use it, but I probably wouldn't. If you're going to go for a takeover booster for a center, I would probably do Showtime, just because most of the time you are not going to be the one running out on the fast break. But this way, with those, you can get your takeover quicker, you can get your slashing takeover quicker if you do not have the takeover booster. Comes to a lot of these badges, it's kind of personal preference. Like deep hooks, you're not going to use because you didn't upgrade your post hook. If you're not with an Anthony Davis build, you probably aren't going to be shooting very many post hooks. Pro Touch, you can make an argument for. Pick and Roll or Lob City Finisher, you could as well. A lot of these badges you could, but this is most likely what I would do for these finishing badges on this Anthony Davis build, guys. And overall, I feel like this is a really good center or power forward build you guys can play with. It's a fun build to play with. You can definitely, do some great things at the rim. Harder one to make, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you guys do want to see more NBA 2K20 builds like this and 2K21 builds coming here in the future, please subscribe to the channel, guys. But anyways, it's been King Clutch here. Hopefully get into the video. Anyways, have a great rest of your day and peace out, guys.